Hello, my darlings, and today we talk like a pirate day. Yes, every 19th of September, it is the day for all of us to celebrate the bit of pirate that resides within your own heart. Before we get too much into the piratey business, for those of you who read my missives, that would be the blog, you'll know that I've been using a false name, as any good pirate should, at my local Starbucks. There's nothing on this cup. There's a good reason why there's nothing on this cup. They actually spilt mine and had to make me a fresh, and didn't get around to writing the name. So here we are. I've been meaning to use the name Loki when I go to Starbucks, because occasionally I am burdened with the glorious purpose to obtain caffeine. Also, I love Loki. You know, this is also appropriate for me to discuss, given that it's a Thursday too, isn't it? Anyhow, the last time I went to do this, I backed out. And so instead I gave a different name, Dylan, which I thought was an easy enough name to spell, much simpler, and if you read my blog, you'll know that it's been blown to pieces. The first time someone asked if it ended in ON, which is Dylon, a brand of fabric dye. And the last time I went, on Monday, she out and out just spelled it Dylon, and different barista. So then I went in today and I realized it was the same girl who had given me the Dylon cup, and I could not bring myself to order as Loki from her because I didn't want to see how she would butcher it. If I'm going to order as Loki, then it had better say Loki on my cup. So I said Dylan, fully expecting Dylon, and what I got was so much worse. Okay, so obviously I told you I saw her write it on the cup, and then she spilled it. But then I ordered a croissant, and they write your name on the bag now. Now, I do know that Dylan, D-I-L-L-O-N, is an acceptable name. The only Dylan I actually know who spells their first name that way is Dylan from Archie Comics and Big Bad. I know you can support me on this. But no. Dillian? I definitely have to go to a different Starbucks because I can't. Oh, she's most unworthy of you getting anything with Loki. All right, now talking like a pirate. It is not difficult to do. Some people will say that you should throw in things like a vast. And I roll my eyes at them. Talking like a pirate is actually not all that different from talking like a normal person in modern language. The big difference is that pirates use a lot of contractions, and pirates tend to invert a couple words around, at least the way they're written properly. So you could say this be, talk like a pirate day, instead of saying this is. There you have it. Oh, and pirates are properly talented at insulting people. Instead of telling people they're idiots, I can tell them that they're, oh, my favorite, and this is from Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride, originally. You can call them blooming cockroaches. Mutinous dogs who are unworthy to lick your boots, where they're being keel-hauled and... But no, obviously, I am a big fan of pirates. Have been since I was little. My novel I'm working on about pirates. My children, whose names I do not utter here, both of them are actually named for pirates. One of them, it's a tweak on a spelling, but my favorite pirate. Actually, my favorite pirate is Anne Bonny, she said, surprising no one. There's something to be said about a woman who's so sick and tired of doing what she's supposed to do that she runs to sea, disguises herself as a man, possibly takes up with another woman disguised as a man, falls in love with the captain, or sleeps with the captain, when they're captured, orders the crew to fight even after the captain is surrendering to the Navy, and then manages to convince, this is what they suspect, because Aunt Bonnie just vanished, that she had her family buy her freedom, and that she just went and hid for the rest of her life. And there's something that's rather admirable about that. Yes. No, I do. I had thought about dressing like a pirate for today. I do have a costume, one that I put together a while back. I have proper bucket boots, bucket top boots, made by the same company who actually made the stunt boots for Pirates of the Caribbean. Not necessarily the hero boots, not the ones that you saw all of the time, but the ones that the stunt doubles wore, and pretty much all of the extras. So I have a pair that I happen to want, and they're not cheap because they make them to suit your foot. And I was lucky somebody had ordered a custom pair and then backed out of it, and it happened to be my size. So when I saw it, I bought them, and they were like half price, and even then there was something like $120 and for pirate boots. But they're amazing. They make this satisfying clunk sound when you walk, but no, I'm a child of the sea. I grew up in a beach town, and as much as I'm a child of the desert, and I am born and the desert runs through my veins, I grew up in a little coastal town. And when times were rough, there was nothing more comforting to me than driving out to the beach and sitting there and listening to the surf and smelling the salt, and it settles something. And even today, well, not today, but when I have difficult times, it's that pull I feel to the sea. I remember a time that I had gotten in a big argument with the boy, and Jared came to get me, and I just needed to think, and I needed space, and so we went out to the Redondo Pier, to the park, over the water. Well, obviously it's a pier, so most of it is, but it kind of loops for part of it. And so we went out, and I just sat there, and I drew and listened to the waves break. And it settled that part of me that wanted to flee and fly. And I've been fortunate. I got to go on a battle sail on the Hawaiian Chieftain, which is the Lady Washington, which actually stood in as the interceptor in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And they fire blanks at each other from their cannons, and it's satisfying. And there's something very peaceful about the rock of a ship at sea, and the unpredictability of knowing which way the ship is going to handle the waves. Although you get a feel for it. The sound of wind dragging through the canvas, it's just this remarkable thing. Anyways, Talk Like a Pirate Day. They have an official site. You can go call each other scabbers dogs, and even as curs, and say that they're scurvy, and shout of ast and R all you like. But for me, this will be it. If you have anything to say, go ahead and leave a comment. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel. Oh man, I'm just going to drop the accent. Sorry, you guys. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck with this weird half accent for the whole day. You can find me on Twitter. I am Whitney D. You can find me on Facebook, Geek Pirate Mom. I have a Google Plus and a Tumblr account, and you can find both of those linked at my website, whitneydrake.com. And I think that's really about all I can say. Hopefully, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye.